Week 5 of the NFL. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He's coming off one of the better games we've seen, over 170 yards. It's the Panthers and the Lions, and it's all up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
On second down, here's Lawrence. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Quick pass out to Miller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. But I don't think he got there. He did not. Call a no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
There he goes left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Strong. And this taken in by Downs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here is 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd and 9 from the 44. In motion, it's Miller. And they'll go on the ground. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in their win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
And as That's impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box, and this guy would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Strong. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Hines now on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. On the counter, it's Henry. And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Little short pass here to Hill. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1. Hines is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So here come the Lions now. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Dancing away at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Second down and 6 now. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Lions at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Strong. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chuck Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Lawrence will throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And pressure gets to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Seems to me that our friend, old momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Counter play with Jacobs. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw on second down. Strong. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go play action with Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Off play action. Strong. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Off the play fake. Strong. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Under pressure, they got him again. Daniil Hunter, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Inside handoff, Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Lawrence. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 3rd down, Strong. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, It's Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Strong. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
For a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Back to throw. Strong. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Lawrence's throw taken in by Samuel. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. On 3rd down, Strong. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that went too high and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's complete to Adams. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Back to throw again. And he is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. It's a pickup with 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball start, offense.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Once again, it's Jacobs. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw caught by Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll run it here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Strong. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. There's Mooney with another catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Again, it's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this will be caught by Mooney. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Rush to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Rush. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Now Rush. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Rush. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Here's Rush. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that may turn out to be an ill-advised shot that far downfield. Now it's fourth down. And I don't think you'd call this field goal range. I think you've got to go for it unless you have supreme confidence in your kicker. We'll see what they do.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So now the Panthers down 10-7, a little under 50 seconds to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Mooney, and he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left in the clock. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Samuel, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. Might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Detroit, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.